morning, good afternoon and good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to Danny's Detours, where we talk about anything and everything life related, and consciousness is our canvas. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and I'm out and about again. You already know the score. My two favourite compadres, Paddy and Willow. Yeah, oh, let me just get myself nice and comfy. Put my phone down there, dog leads down. Yeah, it's going to take my trainers socks off. Practicing a bit of grounding here, guys. But yeah, today we're going to talk about you know, breaking cycles, or you know, generational cycles for that matter. And what do I mean by this? Well, basically, breaking cycles is kind of sort of like you know, becoming the first person in your family, but not even so much that, but it can go as deep as ancestral, because at the end of the day, guys, right, we get into so many you know, we've been preconditioned, haven't we? We've been preconditioned by the news, the media, society, family. Because obviously when we are born, we are, you know, we get put into these situations, don't we? Where basically, you know, we get told how to think, what to do. And you know, like, there's one thing that I've learned, especially since started doing this YouTube journey, is, you know, you've just got to look within and listen to yourself. Come here. Paddy wants me to throw the ball. Come here, pass me the ball. Yeah, you need to go get it. Fetch it. Fetch. Drop. He's a good boy right now. Sit. He's a good lad. Yeah. It takes a lot of courage, and it just takes that inner knowing as well, guys, of just basically realizing to yourself, you know, of what you want out of life and what everything means to you. So like breaking generational cycles could be anything attached to, say, you know, like if you was worried about what people think or about what you are doing, and a lot of that starts with shadow work. Like, drop it. No, that's not dropping it, is it? Drop. Right, good lad. He loves chasing after the ball. Yeah, so a lot of it starts from just looking inwards and knowing what you want out of life, and you know what things mean to you as well. But you know, just a few things to think about. Look at dogs. Dogs are loving it. Willow's took his ball. So yeah, like, because the way you've got to look at it as well is you've got to do the shadow work, and shadow work is basically going inside to your, it's like looking at your subconscious personality and looking at things that you don't even realize that exist, like how you react to things subconsciously, or how you think about things subconsciously. Like maybe like you're in a certain mindset where you're driving down the street and you see someone and they pull out on you. It could be anything as small as that, but you have like basically conditioned yourself to think a certain way and react a certain way. But when you start to do your shadow work, and then you go inside and you start to become, and I've spoke about this on previous episodes, like you start to become the observer of your thoughts, and you think, well, wait a minute, why am I reacting like that? Is it some inner trauma? Is it some childhood trauma? Is it the concept of myself, of what I think that I am, or what other people think that I am, or what I've been labelled as? But only you know truly inside who you are, because when you sit inside with just you and your soul, there's no judgment, there's nothing, it just is, you know. you know, because we've built up a concept of ourselves over the years of like, through our parents, of what they've taught us or what they said we are, or, you know, through society, or looking at the news and the media and choosing a side, whether you want to go to the left or whether you want to go to the right. But ultimately, in the end, guys, we always get the same outcome, don't we? Right, you're gonna sit. Got his ball here, guys. Oh, look at these two, they're loving it, aren't they? But yeah, so you will only know by looking with him and listening to yourself, because only you truly know what you want out of life, who you are and what you are, like I always say on a lot of my videos. So yeah, going inwards, doing that shadow work, like, because obviously when a couple of months ago, he's back again. Right, are you gonna drop it? Drop. Yeah, but you've not brought it to me, have you, silly boy? Right, now you leave it. Ready? Go on. I should have brought the my ball thrower out, throw it a bit further for him. But yeah, it's I forgot what I was saying now, but yeah, it's just a few things to think about, like, you know, going inwards and doing that shadow work, like, and not only that, it's a bit like when we come into this life and we took out these soul contracts and all this pain, all this trauma that you've been through. If you've been through any of it, you would have chose, drop. Right, you ready? Go. Yeah, you would have chose all of this trauma, all of this pain, everything, you know, and maybe like that's progression for your soul, for you to move on to the next level. Or because we've been here so many times before, guys, you know, we've been here many times before, but when we do come back and we reincarnate, we can't remember it because our memory's wiped. So yeah, interesting. But the doggies are out, they're enjoying themselves, aren't you, doggies? Yeah. But it just got me thinking about this, like, obviously, you know, the shadow work that I've had to do, like, obviously with the drugs, you know, because there was a long time and I was, you know, obviously I had problems with cocaine in the past, alcohol, you know, I'm not ashamed to admit it, because when you become honest and truthful with yourself, and do you know what a lot of it was as well, guys? A lot of it was, I was looking for that dopamine, but I thought I needed that dopamine, and I was searching for something outside of me. Like, I was looking for drugs, I was looking for gambling, I was looking for that feeling of feeling better, or like exhilaration, or whatever that may be. But the only thing that I was looking for and what I seek was already inside me, you know. And I had to go inwards and do that shadow work and say to myself, well, why do I do these things? You know, what's causing me to do that? And a lot of it was trauma from my past, like obviously being diabetic. And you know, I got that at the age of 15. You know, obviously when I was 8 years old, I had meningitis. There's a lot of trauma there, obviously, but I always believe that I chose this life, these soul contracts. And God, you know, the higher power, your higher self, whatever you want to call it, you know, you was given these things for a reason. You was given these things in order for you to learn and ascend. And we all do this at different times in our life, don't we? You know, like some people, they can go throughout their entire life and never realise and never wake up. Was other people, you know, they discover it from an early. But I always believe you know, everything that is set out in your life is set out for a reason. So yeah, but yeah, like the trauma and like just everything that I had to go through enabled me to look at myself introspectively and think to myself, right, well, this is because of this, and if that makes sense, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's doing shadow work, and it's like, there's nothing to be scared about. I know it's like, oh, do shadow work, you know, because listen, it's not a case of like looking at ourselves and judging ourselves. It's about sitting with that version of ourselves, or looking at ourselves and just analysing it, and then just sort of like I say, just gazing at it from a director's point of view. Because when you start to do that, everything starts to make sense, and then you think, oh right, well it's because of this or it's because of that. Because it's a bit like yin and yang, there's no good without bad. This universe is dictated and works on duality, you know, like there's no north without south, there's no east without west, there's no up without down, up down, there's no dog without cat, there's no Paddy without Willow. Yeah, so just a few things for you to think about there, guys, with the shadow work, you know, and just looking inwards and cycle breaking and stuff like that. But thank you so much to everyone who has liked, commented and subscribed to the channel. Yeah, we're on 139 subscribers. I'm really happy with the way the channel's going. Also, TikTok's doing quite well. I do a daily video on TikTok, so obviously I'll be posting one up today. My channel's Danny D2s84 on TikTok, so go and give that a check out and see what's what. But yeah, from me, Paddy and Willow, I hope you have a fantastic day. Love you loads. Peace.